going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Level M Diecast. We are still working through this big, huge Greenlight haul that we had. We are going to take a look at 7 different hobby exclusives. These are all hobby exclusives back here. We're going to kick this off with this one from Battalion 64, which is super, super cool. Between Greenlight and Johnny Linings, they're pretty much the only ones that do anything military related. 1945 M4 Sherman tank for U.S. Army in World War II. This one does have the grenade launcher apparatus on the top. We've seen this one as a hobby exclusive before, but this is a new deco for this one. So get this guy cracked open. Pretty happy about this one. This is a pretty impressive tank for what it is. Obviously, it's not going to be super, super, super high-end collectible, but it's very, very good bang for the buck. And that's not a compromise. It really is a good one. So we'll fix this track that I noticed in the packaging. So it does have rubber tracks on there. We'll get the packaging out of the way real quick. There we go. So there is our latest M4 Sherman tank. It says cold storage on the side. USA 303-384 is the number. I think that's the battalion symbol or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what that is. There's plenty of military guys that tend to correct me on a lot of things I'm wrong with when I do military stuff. So I will just let them kind of comment on that. This does have working treads on both sides. They do rotate, although they are extremely stiff. And you see, since this one was put into the package with the tracks off of there, it's going to be difficult to get this track to work. So let me get this to maybe rotate. Oof, 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 man. Once you get it to rotate a few times, it's kind of okay. But you see it does work. The tracks do work. All the wheels and stuff do move. All these little individual wheels, they do rotate. And see, it's a pretty intricate model, but the tracks are very thin, and I do worry about the tracks because of how thin they are. 1817 is the number on this one. Does have a 360 turret. So the turret does go all the way around 360. The entire model is metal, except for the turret and the gun, and then this apparatus on the top. And if you don't like the apparatus on the top, it can be removed. So it does just pop off like that. They do just drill a couple holes into the side of it to get it to attach. There's a machine gun and camo right there in the front. But if you want it to look a little bit more normal, there you go. A little bit of details on the back, access to the tank. As far as the gun emplacement, like I said, just a big old thing of plastic, but it's pretty nice detail. Looks pretty good. Just goes in these little pins on the side. Just pops in on each side. The plastic is a little bit on the fragile side, so I would be a little bit careful with that if I was going to play with it or something or use it extensively. All right, moving on to the next one. This is for LP Diecast Garage. This is an exclusive for them. This is the black first generation Ram D350. This is the dually. I did cover the white one already. They have a white one as well. This one's pretty nice. Has the toolbox in the back. You can pick this up directly from them through their eBay page. Or there's a handful of other retailers who, on eBay, I think, who have acquired this and are selling it as well. So, pop this guy out of there. There is our first generation. Just making sure I stay up with the Joneses. Got to make sure I get every single one of them. So these hobby exclusive ones and these retailer exclusive ones, they kind of just pop up out of nowhere. So you really got to pay attention and spend a lot of time online and see where the new ones drop. First gen on the plate looks pretty good. The prints on this one look absolutely fantastic. Chrome hitch on there, that looks really, really good. Chrome wheels on it. Of course, the dually. Don't think these are numbered. So these ones indeed are not numbered. There's no numbers on the bottom of this. This one looks fantastic, though. I do like the toolbox in the back. It's a really, really cool detail. The only thing I don't like about these ones is the marker lights here on the top. They are printed on. There's no like little bump in the casting or anything. It's just flat, so they're printed on. So it looks a little bit rough. And it's not centered. The white one had the same problem. The 3 center ones are not actually centered, as you can see, unfortunately. But that's a production issue. That has nothing to do with LP Diecast Garage or anything like that. But that's a pretty good one. I picked up one of these ambulances just to check it out. It was pretty cool, so I figured I'd check out another one. This one for NYC EMS. I think the other one was for Boston maybe or something like that, but this one is different. This one is for New York, the 94 F350 ambulance. This is a pretty cool casting for their first responders. They've done quite a few hobby exclusives for the first responders already. There's only been a couple of releases for the actual series, so I think that's another one of those themes that probably not doing that super great, but I think it'll pick up if they just give it a little bit more time. A lot of emergency collectors out there. There is the F350. It looks pretty good. I do like this casting. It's interesting. This like refrigerator, or not refrigerator, like AC unit there on the top for the back. Kind of cool. The clear light bar on there might be a little bit modern for this era of ambulance. See, this one's a little bit. See that? Just a little bit, because there's no. Well, there is a rivet hole there, but the rivet hole doesn't do very good. But you see the body in the back flexing quite a bit, but that's okay. It says NYC EMS on the side, has track. Details look pretty good. Prints all the way around. I absolutely love this part of it. That huge lens light bar on the back. Really, really good. Sets some really, really good details on there. There is no interior to the back of the ambulance, which is pretty common. There's a plate on there, which is very, very nice. So this is modeled after an actual unit. No prints on the top, though, surprisingly. I'm fairly certain that prints on the top would be on the actual 1-to-1, but could be wrong, 1502 was the number we saw on this guy. There is the deets right there, 2022 Greenlight. This casting's been out for a little bit, but it's been difficult to try to find people who are carrying this ambulance. Man, it flexes so much. The first one I got did not flex like that. That's different, so... All right, moving on to another one. This is your 1950 Mercury Monterey. This is your official pace car for the 34th International 500-mile sweepstakes from Tuesday, May 30th, 1950. Working on 74 years ago. Pretty close to that date. There we go. Pop this guy out. Oop, oop. There is our 50 Mercury. This one looks really, really good. They do actually have some additional prints inside the interior. You see the interior is the red color, but all the black is printed on. So that actually looks pretty good. You see print down on the floorboards and everything. It really, really brings out the interior of this model. Details on the side look good. It says Mercury B. This is pretty nice. This is actually a really, really nice casting. I really like this a lot. There is your Indianapolis Motor Speedway logo there on the front. This is looking very good, actually. I'm quite impressed. This one's even better in person than I thought it was going to be. I'm really, really impressed with this one. Looks absolutely fantastic. Additional body color print around the front windshield to, keep it accurate. 566 is the number, which is a ridiculous print on there. I do like when they get the prints a little bit more involved. Of course, this guy has done it for a trailer hitch, so don't be surprised to see him have a trailer hitch at some point in his life. It won't have a trailer hitch on this particular version, though. This 49 Mercury 8, this is based on the same casting. This is just a hardtop version. This one's looking pretty good, though. Flames the Series. You know that Johnny Lightning also has Flames the Series. It's very common between the two. I think there was some more partnerships back in the day, but probably not going to be like that moving forward. But that's a little commonness there. Plastic out of here. Greenlight doesn't do too many hot rod style things. They're more like the muscle car style company. So this is very interesting to get a hot rod style from them. The prototypical flames and the exhaust out the sides and kind of that lower slung look to it. The custom bumpers and stuff on there. Custom bumpers look good. Still says Mercury on there. This is actually pretty nice. You can see that those exhaust bits are just added on the bottom. 551 is the number here. It is the same base, so it's going to have trailer hitch on it, but looks pretty good. pretty good. There's you know, they have different grills between the 49 and the 50. Obviously, this one's a little customized as well, but it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. Again, you know, Greenlight is not really the hot rod style brand. That's more like Hot Wheels and stuff like that. So very interesting to get something like that from them, at least in my opinion. All right, this one is like complete polar opposite of that other one. This is for Summit Racing Equipment. This is the 2022 Ford Bronco Black Diamond. I actually saw this one on eBay shortly before I picked it up from my standard vendor, and I thought maybe it was like a promo or something that you had to order through Summit or something like that, but it ended up being available at several hobby dealers, so it was openly available to vendors should they want to buy it. Basically, the way it works is Greenlight will make anything for anybody if you're willing to pay for it. And if you want the entire run, Greenlight will send you the run. And I think that's a particular price. But if you want to be able to share or make the run available to hobby dealers, I think it's a little bit cheaper because they have the ability to buy them as well, which helps sales. So I think that's the way it works. But regardless, if you want a custom Greenlight, you can certainly do it. They will do it for you, no problem. You just got to pay for it. Summit on the side, 68 on the side as well. I like the BF Goodrich on the tires. That is a super cool detail. There is your black diamond logo in there. It is super, super tiny. The mirrors are fantastic. They are really, really good on this one. They look fantastic. They're even. Full print on the front says Bronco. Prints are fantastic. Spare tire out the back just says Summit again on the plate. No, well, there is a Bronco symbol, but it's in silver. You barely see it right there. Full-size spare, as they always have. Of course, it does have a removable top. Just wiggle it up. There you go. Just like the two-door we saw the other day on the Showroom Floor Series 5. This four-door has the same open top, same removable top, which looks good. I am curious if maybe Greenlight at some point in time will release one of these Broncos just without a top in general. Just released as an open top version. I'll be interesting. These ones are numbered, which is not uncommon, but typically, you know, not all of the hobby exclusives are numbered. This one 984, so a relatively lower number. I think it said that the production number on this was like 2,000 pieces, maybe 2496 or something. So it's about middle of the road for that one, but that one looks pretty good. Details on the side are exactly the same for the Broncos. So we'll move our big, huge tank to the back now. We'll move our truck to the back as well. Those guys take up a little bit more real estate. Throw these guys down there. And then the very last hobby exclusive we're going to take a look at right here. This is for General Motors Fleet. This is like their show version. You know, this come by our police version Tahoe that they would show at like a trade show or even the auto show or something like that. Again, hobby exclusive. This happens to be for Hot Pursuit. So throw this up in there. Never ever can have enough Tahoes, in my opinion. I will love them to just consistently release Tahoes, just because it's my favorite casting. But I'm a little biased on that. This one looks pretty good. You know, like I said, when I pulled it out the haul, you know, you're going to have like advertisements and stuff on there. So it kind of takes away from it a little bit. So they're talking about decal company there at the bottom. They're talking about some lighting stuff and some equipment on the inside, code 3, that kind of stuff like that. But it looks pretty good. And just their General Motors police fleet on the side just says police 1561. They did give it a unit number. It does have like the Z71 front end on it. This one does have a push bar on the front, the bull bar, of course, because it's got to be the fully optioned up one. A little bit of a lack of print right there, right on the corner, unfortunately, but that's really not that big a deal. It's really not that big a deal. Nice little slim LED bar. I mean, the LED bar that they debuted with this was just fantastic, and now that bar is going to be used for a lot of stuff, so pretty happy about that one. No plate on the back, obviously. This is not an actual unit. I do believe that they probably could have put a little bit more print in the back. I just feel like it's very, very bland, but that's just me. Taillights look pretty good. They do wrap around very well. There is the exhaust at the bottom, a little bit of red for the reflectors there at the bottom as well. Details on the other side, exactly the same. Wow. Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? Look at that. Okay, look at this. I don't think I've ever seen this happen in my life. Okay, you see those two wheels right there? Those are their normal steely wheels. Look at this. Look at that. I got one wrong wheel on there. Dang it. That sucks. That sucks. I can live with the little print thing, but how do you give an actual wrong wheel? That's like from the LS version, like the LS or the High Country version of the Tahoe. Now I'm going to have to get another one. That sucks. That sucks. Look at that. I can't believe I got the wrong wheel on there. That's absolutely ridiculous. That's ridiculous. 1098 is the number on there. Trailer hook. Again, this has been in hitch and tow before, so it's had a trailer hitch on it. No running boards on this one. Again, standard number. I can't believe that. Can't believe that. I mean, I do have them displayed like this in the case, so maybe I might deal with it, but I think just subliminally that might bother me over time, knowing that my Tahoe's not right, which is a bummer. But there you go. Perfect Greenlight quality until the very end, unfortunately. But still, great models, great decos, great hobby exclusives. I'm glad that Greenlight continues to do these. They do a ton of hobby exclusives every single year. And I don't see that slowing down or stopping at any point in time. So anyways, we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Catch you next time. We're living in. Peace.